Sky, what are you doing? Think about the tour.
The tour!
There. Down. Like here, back, and then try to straighten, and then you pull.
Hi-ya! Hi-ya!
Oh, hi-ya! Yep. God, we got it. Let's shoot it. It's gonna be so good. Kyle, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Since the release of the first film, Smile, the popularity has grew and grew. Now that Smile 2 has been released, fans are wondering about Smile 3.
So I'm going to be fully suited up in the monster, going to have a full body, a giant head on top, some long, super long arms, and I'm going to be attached to somebody else as well. It's like one of those horse costumes you saw when you were a kid, just on a terrifying level, coming out of a stomach. So we're basically giving birth to me. It's not the first time in my life.
Before we get into Smile 3 though, we wanted to take you through the second installment and how they put this film together.
The makeup and the prosthetics took about 3 hours, and then you had to do it in 3 different separate times. It was like a whole week process.
And action.
Starting with the main actress who of course has the most screen time, and reactions were perfect.
I'm walking around eating bagels at Crafty with half of my head gouged out, and people are like, yeah, rough day, you know? It was a nice way to wake up. Really nice. Really nice. And cut.
Tails.
Oh, dearie me, what are we doing here?
But before we get into more of these moments, today's trivia question: Naomi Scott takes the place of the newly cursed victim. What was her first film role though? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around till the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
These cables give you the ability to control the fingers, so like that left hand over there, when I pull this lever, is controlling those fingers, and that gives us the ability to puppeteer from a great distance.
Parker, he is so good at doing the smile face that he needs to have a part in this movie where he does it, because it's absolutely horrifying. I would be like, Parker, will you do it for me one more time? Will you do that smile? And then I'd be like, actually, don't do it. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
It's so scary.
Sky Riley, the haunted main character of Smile 2, was an extremely demanding role for actor Naomi Scott. Playing the protagonist in a horror film in general requires a lot of emotional energy and adrenaline.
So good.
Joel has met a very unfortunate fate, smashed by a car and will be smeared all over the road, so we have various Joel parts that will be decorated out there in the giant bloody smile.
My body parts are strewn across the road, and basically whatever's left of me is making what looks like a smile.
But Sky, being a pop superstar, the performance also included all the stresses of singing and dance choreography. For Scott, it's the big climactic scene where Sky has a terrifying showdown with a demonic version of herself that stands out in her memory as the greatest challenge of the production.
We have 3 costumes being made at this very moment that will fit onto a puppet that have a separating zipper down center front. And so when the puppet splits open, it will separate with it. And in addition to that, we have 3 sets of arms that are going to be worn by puppeteers on the side, ripping the puppet apart.
I think that was the most difficult 4 days, and I don't know if it's because you are in a small space and at some parts there is smoke and other things are happening. I think that was the hardest 4 days of my career, but again, also because of the switching between and how we had to do that very quickly, and it was just a lot, Naomi said.
The effects are so realistic. There was a couple times when I would look at myself and feel like I was going to throw up.
He got a look at himself. I think he was making himself nauseated in the mirror, just looking at what his face looked like. And yeah, it's just one of those things where everybody on set was sort of squirming and cringing.
As I share my excitement for this film, I want to mention we are currently doing a giveaway. Share what you were most excited for with this project, and the best comment will win a $25 Fandango gift card where you can purchase a full movie with added bonus features. Comment down below and one winner will be chosen.
This is a rehearsal for the car move. Stand by.
Oh, I should buckle my seatbelt, huh?
Both of you, please buckle in.
I'm in.
And here it comes. Going again right away.
Right away. Good. You did so good.
The film's creative team rose to the occasion, amping up the effects and the scares to match the new setting. A lot of that responsibility fell to prosthetic makeup designer who also worked on the first movie.
Then there's a lot of VFX involved with the truck hitting Joel. You know, at the end, basically, we had Joel getting bowled over by our stunt guys with a football pad onto a mattress.
While most horror sequels tend to bring back its surviving stars, Smile 2 takes a different turn by deciding to not include a single cast member from the first movie.
It really won't look like anything until we fill it up with Trevor. We've got a great guy by the name of Trevor who is going to be wearing our monstrosity suit. Our monstrosity is a hand-sculpted, hand-painted outfit, basically, that he will be wearing, and it's got some mechanical aspects to it.
Instead, creator Parker Finn has taken this opportunity to explore a new story within this universe, which for the most part kind of works.
We cut the car that they're in half and created a buck and put it up on this hydraulic system that was going to mimic the driving.
All right, cut on that. Cut.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Finn knew what formula worked well before and decided to stick to that.
Get the fuck away from me! What? Get the fuck away from me! Get the fuck away from me! What the fuck is happening?
Sir Jogan?
And before we sign off, we can't go without talking about what's in store for Smile 3.
I really enjoy working with Parker. It's really rare that you work with people more than once. So to be able to work with somebody a second time, and to be able to work with somebody a second time on a sequel because the first movie did so well, it's a good feeling to be like, yeah, we made something really cool that people enjoyed.
In December, it was reported that Smile 3 was in the works and is set to start filming in 2025.
When the puppet splits open, it will separate with it. And in addition to that, we have 3 sets of arms that are going to be worn by puppeteers on the side, ripping the puppet apart. And then a set of little briefs that will be worn by someone who is the stand-in puppet legs. It's a lot of moving parts for one look.
What Smile 3 doesn't have is an iconic slasher villain like Freddy, Michael, or Jason. But perhaps the franchise has something much more important, something that was part of Skye's journey and which made her more interesting. What if the villain is actually the victim?
Can you see out of your left eye? No. And barely out of my right.
And action.
With that in mind, it makes the Smile films have that much more potential for a horror franchise, which is currently what's happening.
There was a one-er that was the one where I go into the bathroom.
Yes.
And that's where I start off drinking. And we did that, I believe, did we do that 2 or 3 times? Oh no, we did that 5 times because we had to stop the take because it's a one take.
Oh
so if it's not going well, there's a stunt, kind of, not a stunt, but there's a thing at the end that's a long reset, which is the glass.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, her first film role was in The 33, a 2015 biographical disaster survival drama.
There's a puppeteer on the right for one arm, puppeteer on the left for another arm. There's a puppeteer for the mouth. There's like 6 or 7 people, and counting me as well, to make the monster do monster things.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Really into the idea of it looking at us.
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What do you think about all these moments? Which one was your favorite, and what do you think of Smile 3? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
And cliff 2, 1, wheel.
What the fuck are you doing?